Next, we're going to try to learn how to place some wood construction, which can be used for your residential project. Normally, you don't want to over model, especially when you're doing the structural system. So you might do this only to show the detail, but not for your whole project. So maybe just a portion of your uh, project, and you can save this as a separate file just to demonstrate how the construction is going to be done. Okay, so let me close this and let's start a new project using the same template. And from here, let's create our levels going to the south elevation. Let's rename this as top of footing at negative 1400. And let's just name this as our ground floor. Say yes to that so that the naming convention will be synchronized. And let's just place this at maybe level 0. Okay. Then we move to our ground floor plan. And we're going to create our structural wall system. So wall structural, make sure you use the foundation as your template. You can edit this type. Currently it's at 300, we'll leave it at that. So click OK. Using the rectangle tool, we're going to create a 10,000 by, let's say, 7,000. Wall system. Now, I did not set the levels, so I can hover over one wall, hit the tab key so that it will highlight all the wall in that chain and select. So this starts at the ground floor plan. It should actually start, yep, at the ground floor plan with the level 0, and the sorry, the top will be, the base will be the top of footing, and top constraint will be ground floor. Okay, so if we go to our south elevation, we'll see our foundation. And then in a 3D view, okay, let's add our structure wall footing. Again, we'll just use the default for now. Okay, and then we're ready to bring down the wall, since that level would be maybe the ground level for, or level for, our finished floor. Okay, so again, hover over one, hit the tab key, select, and you might want to bring this down to the level where you will support and add the thickness of the wood joist and the wood plate. Okay, so that should have a total of 292.1. So I have pre-calculated that. So top level, with a top offset of negative 292.1. Okay, so that's adding up the joist and the plate seal and a sheeting. Okay, so we'll bring that down. So first we'll add the plate here. So let's go back to our first floor plan, ground floor. Let's select a fine detail. We're not going to see that much detail anyway, since this is a basic foundation. And we're going to add a beam. Now this time the beam that we're going to add is a wooden structural membrane. So we go load, so you can edit and hit the load button from here. So load, you want to go to your metric structural framing wood, where you'll find the dimension lumber. Click open and you'll find here different dimension for your lumber. So we're looking for a 38 by 140 for our sill plate. So we're going to load that, and likewise we need a 38 by 235 for our joist. Okay, so we'll load that. Likewise, we might need, or we'll need a, what do we have here? Well, actually we can select one and just change the dimensions. So we'll just use this two for now and click OK. And we need to, for the sill plate, load the 38 by 140. So we'll use that. Click OK. Now notice that the dimension is, the B dimension is at 38.1 with the D 139.7. So let's see how that will work. Click OK. Pick lines and select this line right here. Okay. We might need to notice that it is placed at the center. So we'll need to align to that center this line right here. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay. Notice that it's actually not the longer dimension is not parallel to our foundation. So two things we can do. First, let's go to the ground floor plan. Let's cut a section. I think we were not able to align it. So let's cut a section right there. Okay. So how do we fix this? If we do a rotate, you can place the pivot point at the corner and try to rotate this like so, but notice that it doesn't want to do it. So it's a structural membrane. It wants to maintain the unit for the B and the D dimension. So let's just duplicate this and just say horizontal. So let's place H and let's copy this, Control C, okay, and then paste it here. So that's 139.7, change it to 31, and let's replace this with that 139.7. So let's do the rotation here. Okay, click OK, and there you go. Now that we've rotated that, let's see if we can move it. So move from here. Notice that it doesn't want to move down. Okay, but we can move it so that it aligns to that face, the exterior face of our foundation. And then all we have to do is change the level offset. So we have the Z offset value. Now, how much do we need to bring it down? Let's see, from here to there is 254. So we can select this again and say Z offset of negative 254. And that brings that down to its location. Let's go back to our ground floor plan. Notice that it's aligned to the edge of that wall at that intersection, likewise to the wall at that intersection. So that's nice. Let's select our section line, stretch this so that it will cut up to the other side of the wall, but we need to view it, so you need to actually stretch this as well. So that's your cutting range where you find the blue dashed line. Click outside and then double click the section head. Okay. There you go. Next you can select this and click on copy. Copy from here to that corner. Hit escape. Go back to a 3D view to double check. Next, you can select this, rotate. So you can rotate from here. You want to make a copy first. So let's make a copy first. Copy. Let's say from here to somewhere here. Okay, and that's the one that we're going to rotate. So rotate from here, align that angle, and then let it snap. Is it snapping? At 90. There you go. 90, click. Okay, this time we want to go back to our ground floor and create a section cutting this way. Okay, double click on that. Okay, we want to select this and move it from that intersection to this intersection right here. Okay, let's go to a 3D view. You can then select this and extend that. And likewise, select this, grip, and extend to the face. Once we have done that, we can go back to our section view, section number 2, select, copy from this intersection to that intersection. Hit escape twice and go back to your 3D view.